I cannot go back to Iraq. I will get killed because I married to an American guy. How I met Jim in 2003. When the army came to Baghdad, I met Jim. I was sitting on the couch and my mom, she's like, wake up, the captain is here. I'm like, I don't want to wake up. I'm sleepy, you know, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, it's hot, I'm tired, I want to sleep. And she's like, no, you are the one who speaks English here. I need you to wake up and translate for me. I'm like, okay. As soon as he said good morning, I smiled. I'm like, oh man, I love those white teeth. This is the story. We are girls. These guys want to kick out of the house and we don't know what to do. And he's like, no man gonna take you out of this house. You are girls by yourself, and I'm the captain of the neighborhood. I'm in charge here. He started to come to my house like every day after he finished his work, teaching him Arabic, teaching him about the Holy Book, and then he started to get closer and closer. And then after a month, back in August, he had to go back to America. So he came to my house one day. I can see the tears coming out of his eyes. We cried until we're done, you know, and then so he went back to America, and then I didn't see him for a year. So after a year, we decided to meet in Jordan to get married, convert to Islam, and he would go back to America, and I go back to my country. And then we kept in contact. Lena, baby, I love you. The only thing that is difficult in my life is not having you by my side. Talking to each other every single night. So it took me from 2003 in May until 2005 to come to the United States. We decided to get married in Las Vegas. We have the wedding, I get my white dress. So I get married like this week, right? Next week I'm pregnant. So after a month of spoiling me, take me from east to coast, north to south, and then to North Carolina, Fayetteville. And there is nothing out there. And I was like, do we gonna live here for a while? He's like, yeah, honey, just 2-3 years, and I promise we'll get you out of there. Jim, technically, what he want me to do is taking care of his baby, taking care of him, cook. I used to cook every single day until he went to the war. Even the last meal I cooked it for him, I remember the meal, and he even didn't eat it because he cannot eat. He was so depressed before he left. Then in February 2007, Jim deployed to Iraq. July 5th, he left me a message on Messenger. Said, I'm going downtown, I love you, and I will text you when I come back. He does not answer my messenger. I'm going crazy, like, is this could be happening to me? As soon as I went to sleep, like 10 minutes later, my phone rang, and I saw his father's name. The Jim died. And he's like, yes. That's all I remember. I don't know how to explain my stomach, like I just want to throw up. I went to the bathroom, I want to throw up. I couldn't throw up. The one night just here, the casualty assistant came and he's like, we're gonna bury him in a couple weeks. So what do you want to do about his burial? We know he's a Muslim person. In Islam, we'll wash their body, we'll pray on them, and then we will wrap them with a white cloth, and then put him toward Mecca. What I'm gonna do now? I'm here because of him. And he's gone, and you know, and Katie a kid, and I don't have a job, I'm not in school, I don't know anybody. I don't know what's bank account, I don't know what's account number, I don't know what's a credit card, how they deal with, I don't know what's escrow, I don't know what's a principal, I don't know what's mortgage, I don't know nothing. And I'm like, finding all these debts need to be paid. $80,000 was on his debt. What should I do? Because they're not under my name, I don't have to pay it technically, but because of my religion, you cannot let anybody owe you or you owe anybody money when you die. So you know the army, they give you the amount of the money what your husband worth. We're gonna give you $100,000, pay off his credit debt, you know? So I decided to pay all this money. I start all over from the zero, learn from being 3 years old to 30 years old in one day. It's normal of being angry. It's part of the whole thing. So. Of like the money or anything, I really didn't care. But I kept a few things precious to us. I kept his emails until the day he died. I love you, Lena, my beautiful wife, thinking of you. And I kept a t-shirt from him. I did not throw his books away. He had like a whole almost library worth of books. And there is a love CD. These CDs, I will never give them away. I never stopped listening to them. I was angry the whole time. I was started to be depressed because I'm like, have nothing to do. I'm like, I need to get out of North Carolina. I cannot see all the other neighbors. They were back to their family except me and Katie. No, I don't want to stay here. So I decided to move, but I started to get depressed more and more and more. I miss everything in my country, and I miss like the whole family gathering thing, neighbors. You have friends everywhere. Everybody know everybody. The smell of the weather. After a year he died, I sold my house. I moved to other house. Then I decided it's time for me to take control of my own life. We always want to retire in DC area, so I want to be close to him. Whenever I feel depressed, I want to go to him. Katie, I wanted her to like show her that's where your dad at. My sisters moved here. Like last year, one of them she moved here, and the other one this year moved here. So help me. I work. I love to do hair, and that's what I want to. Was my part-time job besides going to psychology school in my country, and that's make me interact with other people. I went to school for a year. While I'm in school, I got my citizenship. That was one of James' dreams, is to see me being a citizen. I always said I would never be able to to move on, but I may be to be okay to live with it. It took me a while, it took me 3 years until now, but I'm better now. For her and for us, he never died. She knows I always talking to her about him. She knows Dad in heaven, and someday we'll meet him. Because of him, look at me where I am now. I accomplished a lot. I am stronger than ever. I have my freedom. In my country, if you are a widow, that's it. You are a widow. Here, like, you have the power. It doesn't matter your husband alive or your husband's died. You are a strong woman. My next is take classes in real estate, and then I can work as a hairstylist and real estate at the same time. And then taking Katie every year different country. That was his dream, like to be all over the world. I loved once, and for me that was the real love. And I don't know if I will be ever able to love again. It took me a while when I finally find the person I love. So I don't know. That's the love for me.